this should be an easy one. Everything's done. We're just finishing my Tessiaga. Since everything is done, all we have to do is paint. This is a giant plastic sword from an anime. I'm not going for a realistic finish. I'm just going to use simple, all-in-one Krylon Fusion. What is this? Metallic aluminum. I don't want a mirror shine. I don't want it to look like a real sword. I want it to look as ridiculous as it did on screen. I say that a lot. I'm not trying to make the perfect version of a thing, right? I don't want to make this out of steel because it wasn't supposed to be steel in the first place. It's not what the sword was made out of. In the anime, it does have a reflection, so I'm going with a silver. Now, that doesn't mean I don't want it to look nice. We're going to take this ridiculously large sword and spray paint it silver. So I've been on the fence about this finish. I don't want it to look metal. I don't want it to look like bone, which was my other option. In the anime, it's just gray with bits of shine. So I did end up going gray with a little bit of shine. Flat hides all your sins. Gloss, every little seam now pops up. I picked up some faux fur for the handguard. Not a phrase I often have to say. I've been trying to figure out how I want to attach the fur to it. And I have decided if it's good enough for a Tuscan, it's good enough for the Tessiaga. I'm just going to use a glue gun. It's been a weird project, just start to finish. This whole thing has just been a little odd. So I suppose we should just continue with it, huh? Like I said, I ordered a bunch of faux fur. It's long, shaggy fur. And I'm just going to hot glue it on. I'm going to make sure the fur is all going in the same direction, which is down. And I'm going to start at the top. Just glue the strip on and flip it over and go from there. I'm going to pull you around so you can see what I'm seeing. I wouldn't normally do this for hand wrap, but put a decent bead down. Pull it nice and snug. And just keep going until the handle is wrapped up to the mark we made where the cap ends. It's going to be much easier to do if I had it hanging off the edge. There. That feels good. Just going to put a couple of dollops into the cap and slide it into place. There we go. Not bad. Now we're going to fur wrap the handguard. I want to make sure my fur is all pointed in the same direction. I also want to make sure that I'm brushing it away from the seam here. I'm just going to take my time and go nice and slow. Little chunk at a time. Again, hanging this off the edge. Stroke of genius here. Before I get too far in, I'm going to trim off all the excess on the bottom. This is a rat-tailed comb. It's used for hairstyling, and it's going to be really good for parting this hair, or this fur, so I can cut it without having everything everywhere. And I want to cut it right about here. So I'm just going to try and part the hair so I have a nice clean spot to cut, because I don't want to cut any of the fur if I don't have to. But right there, if I cut along the fabric here, there'll be less shedding. Let me give you a closer look. All right, so right in between, you can actually see the fabric, and that is where we want to cut. But as long as I'm careful, and I trim just along where this part is, I shouldn't have much in the way of extra hair flying everywhere. Been saying it this whole time. This thing is ridiculous. Here it is. How does he normally carry it? I think he normally poses with it like this. This thing is the stupidest sword I think I've ever made, and I absolutely love it. Yeah, should probably do the whole thing, huh? I don't even know where Inuyasha's wig is. You know, the beard kind of throws things off a little bit. There we go. It's been a while since I've worn Inuyasha. He's not bad. He just he needs work. Keep forgetting he's right-handed. So, here it is. This thing is just everywhere. Let's see if I can get something to get everything in frame. Alright, that's enough Inuyasha. I can't see anyway. So the costume's in better shape than I remember, which is good. I kind of like him. He may come out next C2E2. The sword turned out very good. It's not perfect. Like I said, I can still see a couple of layer lines, or not layer lines. There are no layer lines. It's just lines where multiple pieces were joined together. I could have taken a little more time in the modeling process and dialed everything in perfect. I'm happy with it. People have asked me for the STL of this. I don't usually put out STLs. I feel playing in other people's intellectual properties is a dangerous thing. So I'm real careful about where and how I share models I've made. But if I do, you know, I'll put it in the doobly. I'm very happy with this guy. He's pretty alright. Next week, we're moving back to the clone. We're working on lower half. Upper half is done. Work on the lower half now. Then we start doing accessories. It's super exciting. We're going to go to a lot of interesting places with this. If you want to see, you know, where we're going, maybe think about sticking around. Thanks for making it to the end. I really appreciate it. Quick video this week, but it is what it is. I'll see you next time.